If the internet ever agreed on one thing, it would probably stop working. Case in point, Melania Trump's size. Scroll any comment thread and you'll find two camps. One swears she's a towering 5'11" model goddess. The other insists she's barely 5'9" in stocking feet, and everything else is smoke, mirrors, and 6-inch stilettos. Yet the real story stretches far beyond inches or pounds. It starts on a Slovenian runway, winds through gold-plated elevators, side steps, into plastic surgery gossip, and even brushes against a bizarre body double conspiracy. By the end, you'll see why the most meaningful number tied to Melania has nothing to do with a measuring tape, and why people can't stop clicking any headline that mentions her height long before the White House spotlight. Melania Knaus was just another hopeful teen at a casting call in Ljubljana. Modeling agents loved hard angles and longer lines, so by age 16, she had already mastered the tricks that make a tall girl look taller. Spine straight, chin up, shoulders rolled, hips tilted ever so slightly forward. When European designers flew her to Milan and Paris, agency cards proudly printed her stats. 5'11", 34 and 24, 34, because the industry worshipped those tall, lean digits. Catwalk coaches pinned masking tape to the back of her heels, forcing each stride to glide. Photographers taught her to eat the lens by leaning a fraction of an inch toward the camera, stretching every vertebra for that effortless, elongated silhouette. Models live by inches, but they also learn how to bend reality around those inches. That training followed her across the Atlantic. New York in the late 1990s was the era of sky-high platforms and supermodels stomping through Times Square shoot locations at dawn. Melania blended right in, speaking few words, yet radiating runway confidence. Even then, colleagues whispered that her real height might be a notch shorter. Casting photos can lie, after all. But Melania understood a quieter truth. Perception beats precision. Viewers don't break out rulers. They just feel the room shift when someone walks in owning it. Fast forward to 2024, and the "how tall is Melania" argument has turned into a full-blown internet parlor game. One Reddit thread zooms in on Inauguration Day heels and swears she clocks in at 5'9". A YouTube side-by-side compares her to 5'10", Michelle Obama, and votes for a dead tie. Twitter height sleuths mark off railing slats behind her, then overlay geometry lines like, "They're planning a lunar landing." Each post claims photographic proof. None actually settle the debate. Why does a 2-inch discrepancy obsess people who have never met her? Because illusions fascinate us, and public figures who rarely speak become rapid-fire Rorschach tests. A single camera angle can shave 3 inches off anyone. A wide-angle lens near the floor stretches legs into stilts. Then there's Donald, officially 6'3", though skeptics swear he slips lifts into bespoke loafers. When Melania stands next to him in stilettos, she scans eye to eye. When she appears in flats, a rarity we'll get to in a moment, she sinks, noticeably lower, and the debate reignites. It's height whiplash, served on a silver social media platter. But let's talk about those shoes, because heels are Melania's secret sauce. Her footwear of choice could double as modern art. Razor-thin Louboutin stilettos, sculpted Manolo Blahnik pumps, towering Jimmy Choos. Most add 4 to 6 inches. Step into heels like that, and your calves flex, your core tightens, your shoulders automatically set back. Add a thigh-length tailored coat, and you've manufactured the aura of a Roman column. At a state dinner in France, guests whispered about her statuesque presence. Few noticed the 120mm heel pitched under a silk hem. Interestingly, she has been photographed in flats only a handful of times. An airport tarmac here, a hurricane relief visit there. Each appearance sparks tabloid fascination because the optical illusion temporarily deflates. Suddenly, she looks almost petite next to Secret Service agents. Then, at the very next event, she's back atop stilettos and the rumor mill resets. It's the perfect retention loop. The public never gets a stable reference point, so curiosity stays permanently on simmer. Now, height is only half the formula. Weight adds the next layer of intrigue, mostly because Melania never publicly confirms a number. Pundits estimate she hovers between 125 and 140 pounds, remarkably lean for someone flirting with 6 feet. How? She once told a magazine she breakfasts on almond milk smoothies tossed with spinach and apples. Friends claim she avoids harsh cleanses and crash diets, choosing balanced portions instead. Her modeling years drilled portion control and posture workouts, not punishing treadmill marathons, but classic Pilates, bar stretches, and a disciplined relationship with carbs. It's the kind of lifestyle that produces a long, athletic silhouette rather than gym sculpted bulk, yet the numbers alone never explain why viewers perceive her as almost larger than life. That credit belongs to wardrobe alchemy. Melania favors monotone color blocks, optical illusions that draw the eye vertically. A white column dress at a 2023 charity gala shaved nearly 2 inches off her waistline, visually, while adding perceived height. A bright red coat worn buttoned to the neck at a 2024 campaign stop sliced her figure into a single bold exclamation mark. Even professional stylists admit she treats clothing like architectural siding. Color, line, and proportion built to elongate. Still, nothing fuels gossip quite like the idea that it's not really her. Enter FakeMelania, the conspiracy that refuses to die. The claim: at certain public appearances, the woman in designer sunglasses beside Donald isn't the genuine First Lady, but a carefully selected body double. Supporters zoom in on earlobes, teeth, and wrist girth. Detractors roll eyes. No reputable outlet has verified any replacement stunt, but rumor thrives precisely because it can't be disproven without a DNA kit. And what makes a body double myth plausible to casual scrollers? Inconsistent height. One photo shows Melania nearly matching her husband's stature, another positions her shoulder below his. The mind fills the gap with wild what-ifs. Plastic surgery. Talk adds more gasoline. Surgeons quoted in glossy magazines, suspect subtle rhinoplasty, cheek filler, perhaps a refined jawline. Melania dismisses major procedures as fiction, and no medical records exist in public domain. In videos, though, her face sometimes appears narrower, sometimes softer. Another visual inconsistency that feeds speculation. Remember our rule: unverified claims stay labeled rumors. But rumors, framed correctly, drive infinite watch time because audiences crave puzzle pieces to press together in the comment section. For a clearer scale, place Melania alongside her family. Donald towers around 6'3", possibly higher in well-shined Oxfords. The couple's youngest, Barron, surpassed both parents by 17 and now grazes 6'7". Family photos at Club Mar-a-Lago look like a basketball draft stage. Even with skyscraper heels, Melania still edges just under her husband's chin. Put Michelle Obama in the shot, also 5'11", and the two first ladies appear identical. In height, though Michelle's athletic build gives her a broader frame. Historical trivia: the tallest first lady on record is either Eleanor Roosevelt or Michelle Obama, both tied at 5'11". So if Melania truly hits that mark, she shares a quietly towering legacy. Crowd shots reveal another twist. At the 2024 Republican National Convention, she opted for pale blue kitten heels, not quite flats, but far from stilettos. Observers noticed she blended seamlessly into a row of female delegates. Instagram comments exploded. She shrank. Platform shoes gone? Once again, the illusion broke just long enough to refresh the debate cycle before spinning again at the next press event. Beyond every rumor stands a woman who has spent decades perfecting presence. Watch her exit a limousine. She pauses, squares shoulders, lets photographers frame the shot, then sails forward at a glide a hair slower than normal walking pace. That model's tempo forces the crowd to track her movement, magnifying impact. Even small habits, holding a clutch near her waist, tucking stray hair behind one ear, are choreographed to elongate lines and expose angles the camera loves. Add strategic media scarcity, and she practically turns herself into a rare luxury item. The less often you see it, the more you examine every detail when it finally appears. Her handlers understand this scarcity economy. During the 2024 campaign season, she skipped several high-profile rallies, fueling headlines about mysterious absence. When she did appear, coverage spiked, a single look at her outfit trending higher than actual policy speeches. From a retention standpoint, it's genius. Provide viewers with drip-feed glimpses, each one engineered to renew the size enigma. So, after all those measurements, mirror tricks, and viral conspiracies, what's the real answer? Tape measures may settle on 5'11" or 5'9". Scales might clock 130 or 138. But Melania Trump's true size lives in the public imagination. She occupies rooms simply by withholding certainty, then releasing just enough intrigue to keep you scrolling for the next clue. That's not an accident. Its strategy as polished as any runway walk. And here's the kicker. Every time you wonder if she's wearing 6-inch heels or 3, whether her diet secret is smoothies or super jeans, you extend that strategy's reach. So let's flip the tape measure to you. After everything you've heard, how tall do you feel Melania is? 5'11"? 5'9"? Something else entirely? Drop your guess below. Smash that like button if height mysteries keep you up at night. And don't forget to subscribe, because the next rumor might be even wilder, and you won't want to miss a single inch of it.